Hi, Teacher Candy here today, and I'm going to give you a big VIP secret as far as getting hired that a lot of people don't talk about, but is so important. So, to start off, I will give you the 3 basic requirements that everybody talks about. First is a bachelor's degree. You need a 4-year degree. It does not have to be in education. There are a lot of people that have degrees in management and other things, but they have experience because number 2 is experience working with kids. That can include homeschooling, it can include coaching, it can include being a tutor or something like that where you volunteer for jobs to work with kids. Anything like that is fine. Volunteer work is great. That is important too. And the third thing that they always say is to be able to work in the U.S. or Canada and basically have a bank account in one of those countries. So even if you're an American and say you're like me in Colombia, South America, but I have an American bank account, which I've had for years and years and years. I didn't get it specifically for VIPkid. I just always maintain my account there. And so we use that. And they pay me there. But there's one thing that you don't hear everybody talk about, and that is a secure, strong, fast internet provider. That is key. When you do your interview, when you do your mocks, you have to log into the VIPkid classroom and meet the people for your interview or record your interview. And they will test your internet and they will tell you your internet's not good enough. So it's very, very important to have a good internet provider. We live in South America and we have an excellent internet provider. We pay extra. Now my husband also works by the internet, and so for us it's a good payoff, and it's just a cost of doing business. And you have to look at it that way. You have to look at this as a business and an investment. Nobody goes into a business and doesn't put some money out. So that's really important. You have to have a good, strong internet. Don't go to your interview or your mocks and have a flaky internet service or try and use your phone as a hotspot. You can do that in an emergency situation after you've been hired and you're teaching a class and something happens, storm happens, it hits, your internet in your house is out, but you still have internet in your phone. You can do that. In fact, it's very recommended that you have your phone set up already to be able to be used as your hotspot. But before you go into that interview, before you go into your mocks, whether you're recording or doing a live interview, you want to have good internet service. And everywhere in the country is different. If you're in the U.S., there are different companies that are stronger or better in one state than they are in another. So I can't tell you, oh, use this internet or use that internet, because I don't know every single state. Ask around. Look for the best price, look for the best deal, but there are a lot of good internets in the U.S., just like I can get it in South America. If you don't do this, and even if you skate through the process with something shaky, or maybe you go to a friend's house that has really good internet to get your foot in the door, what's going to happen is that internet is going to disappoint you when you have 6 classes booked, and then you're going to get 2 no-shows out of that, because in one day, if you have more than 3 no-shows and teacher no-shows, and you can get them changed to internet problems, but the only way you can do that is if you could log in to begin with. So if your internet goes 100% down, you cannot get it up to get in your classroom. It's just flat out a teacher no-show. And so it's very, very important for you to have a good internet server and provider. There are a lot of different ways to even have a backup. Your phone, like I said, there are internet hotspot devices that you can get. We are going to buy an internet hotspot device because they can be ran without electricity. And so one problem that we have in Columbia is the electricity can go out when it rains a lot or there's a bad storm. And so we are today going to get that for me because we had a little incident this morning at 2 o'clock in the morning when I didn't have any classes going in. I was like praying over the internet, and God got the internet back up and the electricity was on and everything. And this is the problem. Even though in our apartment complex, we have a backup generator, but you have 3 minutes. If your internet goes down, and then that means your kid is going, hello, teacher, you have 3 minutes to get whatever backup you have going. And because our internet is like such high speed and so high maintenance, the router to get it back up in 3 minutes and get back in my classroom just sometimes doesn't work. So I've never had a problem yet, but we're going to head that problem off today. That is one of the things that's a little secret. We don't talk about it as much, or you don't see it as much in the advice. The other thing, of course, would be to get a good headphone set. You can get through an interview without a headphone set, but I think it's really important, especially for hearing the kids. I have just a one-ear headphone set because when we were buying them, my husband, we were like, do you want... We live in Colombia, we live in South America, it's very hot. We're thinking, oh, that'll make you hot to have both ears covered. And so we got the one ear, and I'm actually thinking of ordering a two ear from the US and getting it sent here because I think that it would be better for my job to hear the kids because you can hear them better if you have the 2 ears. And I mean, I'm teaching early in the morning. It's very quiet, but I do think, I know this ear hears a lot better than this ear. And so I think it would help to have the kids in stereo. So I'm actually going to get the 2 ear. We have the Boom, which is a really good system. It's a system that a lot of like helicopters and stuff use. It cuts out a lot of the outside noise. So if you have a noisy neighborhood or something like that, or especially if you're teaching at times when maybe your kids are getting up and getting ready for school and stuff like that, it's a good one. There are a lot of other good ones. I'm not sure what I'm going to switch to when I get the 2 ear, so I can't recommend one, but that is actually another techie thing that you kind of need, and it's much better. It's, if you go for a job interview in the U.S., anywhere, if you go for a job interview and you want to work for Donald Trump or you want to work for some big, expensive business, that you're going to show up in a suit and you're going to show up with your hair done and your nails done and, looking perfect, every hair in place. This is the same kind of thing. You have to look the part. You have to show them, hey, I'm ready. I've made this investment. And this is the thing. Go to Best Buy, buy the headset, keep the receipt, and then if you don't get the job or within a month you don't like the job, take them back. But invest in it. Always go full out. Always look your best. Always present yourself in the best light. And you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Now, I'm sure that there are people who have had an interview and they've said, in fact, I know there are because I've seen on the Facebook pages where they've said, I was told I have to get a headset, or I was told that my internet's not strong enough. What do I do? And people will give them a lot of different advice, and they do get that second chance to go in and do the second interview, or they get the mocks. I don't think you get a chance for a second interview. So, but why not present your best self the first time around? That's important. You have to do that. So this is my advice today. Get good internet before you have that interview and your first mocks, and also get a headset. So I actually am giving you 2 for 1. You got a 2 for today. Okay, well, everybody have a blessed day. Big hug from Teacher Candy. Have a great day, blessed day, and see you soon in the classroom. If you are interested in working for VIPkid, I am ready and willing to coach you through the process, give you great advice, give you extra advice that other people aren't telling you, and get you started with VIP in a positive way and support you until you feel so comfortable that you're supporting other people. I'm going to put my referral code in the message at the bottom. So if you want to try out VIPkid, please use me as your referral. I will support you 100% through the process. Bye.